Hello, everybody. It is Friday, the 18th of October, and I want to talk about enlightenment, about wisdom, and why the way of Jesus, the way of the cross, will lead you into destruction. And that all comes from a knowledge of the Creator. And then you can clearly see why His way, the way of the cross, will lead you into destruction. Inevitably. And it was meant to do that right from the start. It was meant to destroy our consciousness. It was meant to destroy what we are, the system that we are in, so that once we are in great tribulation, once we are in disintegration, something will come to save us and then rule over us, because that was the idea from the start, that we should be ruled over. And in order to do that, we must forget who we are. That is what that was meant to do. But I will come to that in the end, how that is done. Now, enlightenment, let's start with this, is a knowledge of the Creator. It is a realization of what the Creator is. Yeah? And you can see that anywhere, because everything is Creator. Yeah, you do not have to go all the way out to the Pleiades to know the Creator. You know Him here. In fact, you know Him better here because you're experiencing Him here. Yeah, that is true knowledge. Bodily experience is true knowledge. So the first thing you should see here and understand what Creator is that He is everything. All manners of different kinds of consciousness, that is different perceptions of Him. Yeah? He is every one of them, every perception. He is different levels of consciousness. Again, they are here, different levels of consciousness. Every consciousness has got the potential over time to be fully enlightened to the knowledge of Him. But we are all on different stages of knowledge. But they all exist at the same time, and that is Creator. So I hear those that say, oh, there are those in this world, they are just non-entities. They are not, they're lower consciousness. I cannot be bothered with them. Yeah? I cannot be bothered with them. I am on a greater plane of knowledge, and I will go and leave them behind because I have a knowledge of the Creator. If that's what you think, you actually have no knowledge of the Creator. If you do not recognize that they are Him, you have no knowledge of the Creator. And the more you elevate yourself out of this, the more you're going away from a knowledge of the Creator. You're not going into the light, you're going into darkness, into not comprehending more and more. But that is not what the problem is with Jesus. There's another aspect of the Creator, and that is the law. And again, enlightened knowledge of the law is a knowledge of the Creator. Now, the Hermetic principles were an enlightened knowledge of a law. That is, I don't know how far-reaching that is, but I would say it is very far-reaching. That could even be universal, which would then be one of the highest knowledges. Yeah, the knowledge of cause and effect, the knowledge of vibration, the knowledge of gender, the swing of the pendulum, the polarity. All of those things are a knowledge of Him, the law that governs all these things. And the law is given, if the Creator is all, the law is given to serve all, so all shall be saved. So all have the opportunity to reach their highest potential of the knowledge of Him. So that's enlightenment. Enlightenment is a knowledge of Him, and enlightenment is a knowledge of His law. Wisdom is to stay within that law. That's wisdom. Because the Creator is unchanging, the law is unchanging. It is a reality. You go up against it, you will get hurt. Yeah? And that is not because Creator is standing up there with the word punishing you. It's because you did something wrong. It was you that did wrong. There's nothing done to you. You did it. Now, Jesus said that, if you do it with your eyes closed, it will not be accounted you for sin. That is actually complete nonsense. Yeah, if you say sin is missing the mark is a knowledge of the Creator. The mark is a knowledge of the law. Yeah, wisdom is to be within it. So, I'm sorry, but you have no knowledge of the law. You're still within cause and effect. Yeah, you will create a cause and it will have an effect. That does not change whether you knew that or not. Is neither here nor there. It will happen because that is the law. It should lead you to enlightenment. To a knowledge of the law, and then hopefully to wisdom, so next time you don't do it again. But no, doing it with your eyes closed does not change what will happen. Right. Now, coming to laws, as I said, the Hermetic principles, I would say, are very far-reaching law. There are more specific laws of worlds, that are given to specific levels of consciousness. Yeah? Again, God will not give you more than you can handle. Now, when Moses went on to the mountain, I would say that was a moment of enlightenment. Absolutely. It was the giving of a law, the knowledge of a law. And I would say that that law was, again, a more specific law. It was human specific. And human being the level of man in this world. There might be other levels of man in other worlds that are not human, they're reptilian or whatever. So I was given to the level of man, the Ten Commandments. And again, in this picture of it is written in stone. It won't change. It's unchanging. There is the law. Have the wisdom to stay within it. You're enlightened to the knowledge of it. Now have the wisdom to stay within it. And I say it is man-specific because there's no point giving those laws to an animal. It will not be able to do. It has not got the capacity to do what it says in that law. But as I said, God will not give you more than you can handle. That means we were given those laws, means we are completely and utterly capable of comprehending them and staying within them. We have that capability. Yeah? They didn't. Humanity as a whole doesn't anymore. We fall below the law. We're not doing according to it. Yeah? We lie, we steal, we take that which belongs to somebody else. I mean, the Hebrews that did that 5 minutes around the corner, we're doing it now as a whole, so we are below the law. And again, cause and effect. You're below the law, you create bad outcomes. The law clearly says, yeah, follow my commandments so that you may live long in the land that the Lord gave you. Yeah, stay within the law, have the wisdom to stay within the law, and you will have a long, good life. Doesn't say eternal, but long. Now, in comes Jesus. Yeah? And Jesus says that those that would follow me, yeah, the way of the cross, follow me to this outcome, which is where we will all be ruled over. But leave that to one side. Those that would follow me, yeah, deny yourself. Yeah, don't think for yourself. Don't go by your own knowing. Do as you are told. And then the other thing is those that would follow me, give away all their possessions and follow me. Where does it say any of those things in the Ten Commandments? Any of them. Where does it say you should not think for yourself? Yeah? Where does it say that there should be one that rule over everything else and we all must do as we're told? Where does it say that? Where does it say you should have no possessions? In fact, if the Ten Commandments say you should not desire that which belongs to somebody else, not his house, his animals, you should not sleep with your neighbor's wife, stuff like that, then the law absolutely acknowledges that every part has got something that is his. Every part has got a space, like man's home is his castle, in which he can be. And you should not take that away from him. That's what the law says. Jesus says there should be no possessions. Now, again, Jesus said, I do not come to take away the law. That's what he said. I came to strengthen it. I'm not doing away with the law or the prophets. I came to strengthen it. So he goes above and beyond what is actually said in the Ten Commandments. I'm going to do better than that. Yeah? I'm not only going to not take what is my neighbor's. I give everything to him. I give everything to him and I have nothing for myself. It's not what it says. So if you are below the law, that is to say you are not fulfilling the commandments, it will lead to a bad outcome. But if you go beyond, you are just as outside of the law. Yeah, just in a different direction. But you're still outside of the law. And again, outside of the law will create bad outcomes. Yeah, more is not necessarily better. If you have in this world, again, see it in this world, see it, understand it, and then apply it to everything that you know, because the law is in everything. Yeah? In this world, you don't have enough. Your body, let's say, does not have enough of a good thing. That's bad. Yeah, that will lead to illness. But to have too much of a good thing can be just as deadly. And that is what he did. Too much of a good thing. Outside, beyond the law, is not within the law. And it doesn't matter which direction you shoot, below or above. You have to hit a mark. The mark was given, written in stone. And that is why the way of Jesus will lead to destruction, because he is not within the law. And as I said, we do create outcomes, whether we have an awareness of the Creator, know what it is we're doing, or we don't. It doesn't matter. If you create a bad outcome, that should lead you to enlightenment. And then wisdom. Said, why are we here? Your mother, Eve, ate from the tree of knowledge, looking for wisdom, enlightenment and wisdom. It's time her children found it before they destroy themselves, which we are just about to do. Stay within the law, neither below nor above. Either way will lead to destruction. The Creator is all, He is in all, He is everything that exists, that we know, and He's that which we don't yet know. And His laws apply to all. And you can't get away from it. You can't be outside everything. There is nothing outside everything. Everything is everything. So enlightenment is a knowledge of Him, either what is contained in Him or His laws. They're two different aspects of the Creator. But wisdom is most definitely to recognize the law and then be inside of it, because you can't get around it. It exists as a reality, and you can't get around it and be wise and stay within it. There's lots of wriggle room, in the human experience. There's a lot you can do within the law. You don't have to break it. There is freedom. It's just not a free-for-all. It's not that. Anyway, here, I leave it at that for today. And I talk to you again soon. Bye.